How is it possible that you are able to generate so good results year on year?
Please understand, once you become a CA, then you are having that ultimate authority to sign.
Sir, now, so those students who have qualified their CA intermediate examination, so what after this they have to do? When he is taking up his articleship, should he join a mid-sized firm or a big four?
You get a exposure of a bit of accounts, tax, audit, even certain times handling appeals, which you will not get it being part of a big four.
The major question comes to those students who are not able to qualify the examination. Hello friends, so today we have with us the OG, the founder of the institute, the teacher's teacher, CA Arjun sir. So there are a lot of questions after results which I got personally, and also there are a lot of questions which I saw on the comment section of students. There are a lot of queries which student has sent. All those query is listed down by me, and I am going to ask sir about these queries, what students should do, how should they prepare, what is the next step which they have to take for those who have qualified their CA intermediate examination and for those who were not able to qualify their CA intermediate examination. So sir, first I would like to welcome you and ask you one simple question, that sir, how is it possible that you are able to generate so good results year on year?
Sir, the results, first thing is I should really thank the faculties and also the students. One, we have a very young team, so they understand the students better. I think that is working in our favor. And one of another part is we have never tried to pressurize a student to learn. Rather, we have created a learning environment for them to learn. So where still when I look into it, students till the last moment, till they write their exams, they are always in touch with one of us to make sure that we guide them right. See, at the end of the day, what we can only do is guide. I think a lot of effort goes to them and their parents that they have believed and chosen us in spite of we being a younger team out there. So all credit goes to us. We are just being the face of it. That's what I want to say.
No, so that is really true, and I have also personally noticed that there are two students who reach out one day before examination, 10 days before examination, sir, we are under pressure, how do we handle this, etc. And I have seen through my own eyes how it is, sir, and I really congratulate our entire team for this. Sir, now, so those students who have qualified their CA intermediate examination, so what after this they have to do?
So once you qualify or once you are done with your intermediate, there are two things that you have to look at. One is to complete your compulsory training. So you have your ITT and orientation course that has to be completed before you get into your articleship. Now the articleship period when you start is going to be for the next 2 years, and you are eligible to write your exams post that. Now that is your first step that you have to look at once you clear your intermediate exams.
So sir, so this the ITT and orientation GMCS which you said, so can this be done by both the categories of students, meaning those students who have cleared single group and those students who have cleared both the groups?
See, now to start articleship you have to complete before that. That's the rule. So it does not say that you have to complete one group, two groups and all. The articleship rule says before joining articleship you have to complete this.
Training should be completed.
So there are lots of students who take it along with their intermediate preparation. So those are all permutation combinations are allowed. So they don't say you have to complete one group or two group. The rule is for the articleship. To start you have to complete.
So that means after writing my examination, if I qualified one group or two group, it
does not matter.
Sense I can join this orientation ITT GMCS program. But sir, I heard that in this new syllabus, if I want to take up articleship, I will have to compulsorily complete both the groups. Is that true, sir?
Yeah, articleship to start you have to complete both the groups. So that is made mandatory, but not for GMCS or ITT.
Okay, I understand. Now, sir, articleship, as you said, now it will be for 2 years period. So, sir, during this 2 years period, should a student start preparing for his final examination? And when he is taking up his articleship, should he join a mid-sized firm or a big four? Because this is some question which normally a student will have. And similarly, one of the major question which student is asking, are we going to make something out of articleship or not?
Okay, so let's first answer a question. Should I do a big four or a mid-sized firm? Now I look at it this way, that hey, you know what, I'm very clear I want to specialize only in taxation. I'm very clear I want to specialize in audit. and I also want to build a career in corporate, I'll say hands down you have to just choose Big Four, or let's say any of the top firms, right? Why? Because the grooming that happens for you to look at things in a very specialized manner happens in Big Four. The way you report, the way you present other stuff. So what does that mean? What if I join to a mid-sized firm? Will I not be groomed enough for it? The answer is not that way. What happens is when you join a mid-sized firm, you will not specialize as one, rather you will become a master of all. You get a exposure of a bit of accounts, tax, audit, even certain times handling appeals, which you will not get it being part of a Big Four, right? Big Four pay, by the time you get into appeals or other stuff, will be a very long time, but in a mid-sized firm, you get a flavor of everything. Then let's say I can make a choice later. How much impact does it have on my career? To be very honest, it's not too much. It's just that I know what I want to specialize on, or I don't know what I want to specialize on. That's a call I take, right? Now, in terms of what I've seen with lot of students is, because Big Fours make it mandatory that you have to clear in one attempt, only then I'll take it or other stuff. There is now a lot of Indian firms, mid-sized firms, which have doing tremendously well. They give you, I look into it from the exposure wise, a lot more better exposure. And since it's 2 years, you get to build your own network. Maybe what if you can set up your practice? If somebody wants to set up a practice, I'll always say, boss, go to mid-sized firm, because client will not come to you only for one work. He will come from the time of registration till the time of taking care of audits or other stuff. I personally feel if I want to become more of an entrepreneurial guy, I'll choose a mid-sized firm. Otherwise, Big Four is better for a corporate kind of a journey. That is the first question that you had asked me for. The second question, if I have to look into it, when should I start my preparation? CA portions are extremely vast. Now you have 6 papers and you have also one self-study paper, right? Now let's look at this 6 papers in terms of it. Ideally, if you want to say I want to clear in one attempt and I want to be really good professional, I would say that you have to start your preparation from day one. The day you start your articleship, you learn and you apply what you learn in your articleship. That enhances your value. So now, should I take classes or other stuff? There are lots of recording classes available, because between articleship and attending live classes or face-to-face classes becomes a challenge.
Correct.
But if you want to make the best of both, I would always suggest you can always subscribe to a few of the recorded classes. Then along with it, start your preparation, and what you learn, you should go and experiment in your life.
Correct.
When you experiment, the final paper becomes more that you are doing what happens in real life. So for me, I went for very few classes for my final, but what helped me in my examination was my articleship experience. So because the paper asks, what would you advise Mr. X? What would you advise ABC Private Limited? So I could advise what I was doing in real life. And that helped me to clear in the attempt, right? Otherwise, it would have been like I am just trying to replicate what another faculty is saying rather than putting my opinion. And I think as professionals, we should learn to put our opinion. And that's why I would always suggest start preparing as early as possible, because the syllabus is vast. And please understand, once you become a CA, then you are having that ultimate authority to sign. So it's one last time for the institute to check whether you are capable enough or not. So that means you need to be thoroughly good with all your subjects.
So sir, so to conclude, right after your CA Inter, you can join your, right after qualifying both the groups of CA Inter, you can join your articleship. Now articleship, should I go for mid-size or Big Four? So mid-size is like your schooling and Big Four is like your college. So in schooling, during school days, you will learn social also, science also, so history you will learn English, Hindi, etc., all the languages. But during your college time, you will be focusing only on science or on commerce or on arts, etc. So it is better. Here also you said, sir, we have 2 options after qualification, going for a job or practicing. So if you are practicing, then it is better to
do it in
a mid firm, because I will get a flavor of everything. And sir, what I also personally felt, because I am also I also did my articleship in a mid-sized firm. What I personally felt was, because I did articleship in mid-sized firm, I was able to understand a lot of different things, because there, right from opening the gates, right from staying midnights, etc. We were doing all the different types of work, meaning we had GST due dates also for us, we had income tax due dates also on us, we had the labor due dates also on us. But then some of my friends who were in Big Four, so if they were in the indirect tax department, they had no idea about what is happening in income tax. They had no idea about what is happening in audit, etc. They were only focused on one particular department. By that, I 100% I also assure this that it is going to help if you join a mid-size firm. But then, of course, the call is on students.
Correct.
And sir, so this was with respect to those people who have qualified the examination. The major question comes to those students who are not able to qualify the examination.
Okay, so now since the examinations have become once in 4 months and also post your examination you have 2.5 months left, I look at it from a student angle. There are two things that I have to look at. I wrote both the groups. I failed miserably in both. That means you should cut down and decide to write one group at a time. How much impact does it happen? Boss, nothing. We are all misguided in the social media. Write one group at a time, clear. That is still better than 80% of students who are failing, right? So first thing I would always suggest is you know where your weaknesses are. Let's say if I have cleared one module, but the other module I missed out by a smaller mark. 2.5 months proper study time is good enough. Now for helping you guys go further, if you come in, let's say as ArivuPro student, we upload all our marathon classes for free, which should help you in revision. Now what I would always suggest is watch the marathon videos first so that you get an idea on how to go about preparing, and then you can start preparing for your exam, right? 8 to 10 days is good enough per subject, so you get almost 40 days to complete your 3 papers, and then keep another 20-25 days for your revision of your past papers. That is good enough to clear one module at a time. If you are trying to say, no, I want to be a superhero, I want to push it around, then be ready to at least study for 12-13 hours a day, because you have failed miserably in both, right? So at ArivuPro, we are giving you free revision classes on our YouTube channel, and also along with it, you can even take our recordings of all the classes at most affordable costs on our platform, so that it can help you. You have choice to choose how you want to go ahead with it. And also we are trying to see if I can introduce a way where we can even start free counseling for the students. We are trying to work out on a schedule, but I think we should be up for it. But keep looking for our channel for the updates on it.
So students, those who have not cleared, you don't have to worry. You can always see one of the major thing which I have seen, and one thing which I normally tell students is India's most affordable coaching center for professional examinations is ArivuPro. A person, normally if you see the other institutes, they charge 10,000 rupees per subject, but here, if you are able to do properly, then in the 10,000 rupees you can complete your entire group only, in the sense entire, not entire group, entire course only, intermediate course, final course. It is on you how you study and how you manage your time. So time management is very important, and like sir said, writing one group at a time will make sense for those who are repeaters, because see, you have already tried. Now don't again try. See, we would have learned that try till you succeed. But now when you have an option of trying one thing at a time, better try one thing at a time. Don't eat gulab jamun as well as mixture at a time. You will not feel the taste. Eat gulab jamun first, then eat the mixture. You will love it. So I think, sir, you have majorly answered all our queries. If you have any closing statements, you can make.
Yeah, so for the ones who have cleared it, again, I want to say congratulations, and also thanks for trusting us. To make it more easier for your articleship journey, we have started our ArivuPro skills page, where you can log and find all the articleship openings which are there. Along with it, also certain skill sets which is going to make you guys a better professional. And thanks for all the love and support, and we would be happy to support you guys in your journey. Thank you all.
Thank you, students.